So 7, 8, and 9 are going to look sort of like 1, 2, and 3, just a little bit longer problem. So 7, 8, and 9, again we have those bases, a base of 17 and a base of 16, that in no way, shape, or form could we ever write as the same thing. So we're going to do the log of both sides again. So we're going to say log of 17 to the negative x minus 3 equals the log of 16 to the negative 8x. And then just like on 1, 2, and 3, we're going to take the exponents and put them in front of our expressions times those logarithms. So I'm going to write this as negative x minus 3 times the log of 17 equals negative 8x times the log. Oops, I probably should have wrote that the other way. Let me move my parenthesis around so I'm consistent. Negative 8x times the log of 16. Okay, now because we have log on both sides, what we have to do is use our distributive property and get rid of our parentheses. So this is going to go negative x log of 17 minus 3 log of 17. Just rewrite it. Minus 3 log of 17. So I took this times that, using my distributive property, right? Equals. On the other side, I just have one thing, so I can just get rid of my parentheses there and make that negative 8x log of 16. Now what we have to do with that is anything with an x we want to move over to the left side. Anything without an x we want to move to the right side, because we always want to get our variables together. So if I move things around, this one's going to stay here. I'm going to have negative x log of 17. This one's going to have to move over here. Since it's a negative 8x, I'm going to make it a positive 8x log of 16. Equals, same thing with this. This is going to move from here over to the right side. Since it's a negative 3, I'm going to make it a positive 3, so it's going to just be 3 log of 17. Okay? Now what I'm going to do with this is take the x out of both of these terms. So the x is going to go in front. And I'm going to have x times the log of 17 plus 8 log of 16. Notice if I took that x out of there, I'd have 8 log of 16 equals my 3 log of 17. My last step, I want to get the x by itself. Since the x is times all of that junk in the parentheses, to move it to the other side, I've got to divide by all that stuff in the parentheses. So my answer is going to look like this. X is going to equal, this is going to be on top, 3 log of 17. I'm going to make a big fraction because all of this is going to go down to the bottom. So log of 17 plus 8 log of 16. Now in this one, in the directions, it says write the exact answer using base 10 logarithms. So we're not going to use the calculator to figure that out. We're just going to leave the answer in that form with the logs in there.
That's the answer?
That's the answer. If we really wanted to find out a decimal, we could, but they tell us leave it in logarithmic form there. Leave it using base 10 logarithms. Man, they took up more space than they left me.
I know, I was like, oh, I'm in that room. Hey!
Oh.
Who the heck? Hello? Yeah? Oh my God, are you serious?
What are we going to do first?
We are going to do log 7 log 7 minus x minus 7 equals log 9 minus 6x.
So we have the log of 7 to the negative x minus 7 power and the log of 9 to the negative 6x power.
Yeah.
And then what are we going to do with that?
And then we are going to switch. So it's going to be negative x minus 7 times log 7 equals log 9.
Whoops, we got to do the same thing on the other side. So you
Oh,
got to
do
move the, yep.
Oh,
So we got to move that negative 6x out in front also.
well, yeah,
Yep. So take both our exponents, put them in front of the logarithm.
Negative 6x times log 9.
Okay? Now we're going to get rid of our parentheses. When we do that, what are we going to get?
We're going to get x, is that, oh, negative x log 7 minus 7 log 7 equals negative 6x times log 9.
Exactly.
And then we are going to go negative x log 7 plus 6x log 16. I mean log 9.
Log 9 equals.
Equals 7
Yep.
log 7.
Then what did we do?
Oh yeah, and then number 5 we have to multiply. Is that x gonna stay? Is that
So
gonna
we're
be positive?
taking the x out of here. We're just going to take out a plain x. So the negative's going to stay with my logarithm.
Okay, so it's gonna be x
So it's going to be x times
log 7
negative log 7.
negative log
Because that negative's going to stay with the log because I'm just doing the x.
Oh,
Plus,
plus 6x.
whoops, we took the x
Oh
out.
yeah, plus 6 log 9
Yep.
equals 7 log 7.
Yep.
Okay,
Now we're to the last step. So what is x going to be equal to?
X is going to be equal to 7 log 7 divided by log 7.
Don't forget the negative.
Oh yeah, negative log 7 plus 6 log 9. Is that correct?
That's
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Plus 6 log 9.
Exactly.
And that's my answer.
That's your answer. Yep, that's your answer. Since it says leave it using your base 10 logarithms instead of finding it to the nearest hundredth or whatever. All right, number 9, doing the same kind of thing then.
Okay, so number is log 15 minus 6x equals log 3 times x plus 5. And then we are doing negative 6x times log 13 equals x plus, is it gonna be 5x or x plus 5?
X plus 5, because that's what's up there.
5 times log 3.
Okay.
3, okay, then we go. Here we go. 6x times log 13.
Don't forget the
Oh yeah,
negative.
negative 6x times log 13. Equals x plus 5.
Oops, what are we going to do with that?
What's that?
We got to get rid of the parentheses, right? So on that side, what are we going to do?
We are going to do this.
We got to
okay.
distribute that out, right? They switched it around on us this time.
So it's going to be x log 3
Mm-hmm.
times,
Plus.
plus 5 log 3.
Yep. So just using our distributive property there since we have the plus sign in there. All right, now what do we want to do next?
We want to get rid of the x's.
We want the x's together on one side. So how can we write it?
Are we going to move the, we got the x's on one side.
So we just have
So
to
we can
move
go
one thing.
negative x.
We're going to have negative 6x log of 13, right? Because we're leaving that where it is. And then when we move our other one, we're going to have minus x log of 3, right?
Oh, okay.
And the 5 log of 3 we don't have to move this time, so it's just going to stay 5 log of 3.
Okay.
All right, then what did we do from there?
And we get, that's not the same one as the top one, is it?
Well, it's kind of the same. Should be about the same looking step.
Oh, so we're going to, divide now, right?
Before we divide, we're going to take the x out, right? So we're going to make it x times, and in parentheses, what should we have?
5 log 3? No?
We're taking the x out of these two terms.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna have, x times log 13, negative 6.
Negative 6 log 13, right? If we take the x out, you still have that negative 6 in front.
13
Minus,
minus x log 3.
we're taking the x out,
Oh, it's gonna be log 3.
so it's just going to be log 3, right? Equals 5 log 3. So we got to take the x out of both of them, put it in front.
Equals,
So now x is going to equal.
so then x is gonna equal 5 log 3 over divided by negative 6 log 13 minus log 3, or negative 3.
Yep, minus log 3. That was right.
Minus log 3.
Exactly. All right. So all of those, we either took the log or the natural log to start out with so that we could move the exponent in front, and then we went from there to solve.